quick little question answer video that Doc wants to ask me here. I don't know what it is yet, though.
All right, let's get through this real quick. Number one, um, what do you feel about TikTok going away?
I think that it's a really bad choice, and it's one of those things when it comes to freedom of speech, for example, that is going to be really impactful on that. And there's a lot of content creators on TikTok who are statistically, how do I say that word? Legally speaking, fighting it. I guess you could say. I can't speak today. It's still too early, but that's what I feel about it. I think it's been a great platform. I've grown a lot on it. It's my biggest platform, 3,500 followers on there, and I'm gonna miss it. Like I get memories every day of videos I made in 2018, 2019, and it's just like, or even last year from clips, and I'm gonna miss that.
All right. What are you thinking about? What's the most underutilized like type of format that creators are not taking advantage? One's going to be content
Short
type, one's going to be like monetarily.
content type, short form video. People are still not making enough of that, and especially since LinkedIn is pushing it, Spotify is pushing it, and then obviously, as we talked about this week on the Brand Doctor show, YouTube Shorts, people are still not doing enough of those, particularly on their main channel rather than on like a secondary channel.
Okay. What about
Monetarily
monetarily?
wise, newsletters.
Okay.
I keep seeing this ad that keeps popping up in my head too, where it's like newsletters make more money than podcasts and YouTube channels, or something like that. And I think it's true. I think that if you have a successful newsletter, you can make more money off of that than most other endeavors. And it's just crazy to me how people are still not doing newsletters, even though it's been pretty common for a while over the last 4 years. I remember when like Ali Abdal and MKBHD started making podcasts, and in my head, I'm like, finally, you guys are way overdue for this. Like they were so late to the game for podcasts, and yet they were still way before everyone else. And so I still think that's kind of how it is with newsletters right now.
Um, what do you think about Conor McGregor fighting Logan Paul in India?
I didn't really know about that, but I definitely think that Logan Paul needs to be put in his place.
Apparently, they're talking about a boxing exhibition, which is interesting.
All these big sporting events, though, I think that, or even if they're real or fake, I think this is still
Oh,
interesting content.
this is okay. So, did you see what happened with Ludwig and Off Brand?
No.
So, like, his production company was they were going to do all of these big productions for streamers, and like it's not profitable enough, so they're shutting it down.
Mm, hmm. That's crazy. I think I also wonder, like, maybe they did something wrong or something like that. I have no idea what their strategy was, but that's interesting.
All right, so tell
Thank
me,
you.
tell me.
No,
Oh, there's one. So, tell me about what's
there's
this
more.
epiphany about this woman?
Oh, we're not talking about this on the channel.
No, you said
So,
this. I told you don't do this.
so this past weekend, I had this not existential crisis, but existential situation, and I was telling Doc about it. Didn't think he was going to ask me on a show, but the idea was that it got me thinking about what am I doing in life, and is it worth it? And as a content creator, I'm wondering, am I making the right decision career wise to be focusing on content versus on just getting a 9 to 5 job and just focusing on my career, that kind of thing. And I ended up realizing that I am making the right decision. Maybe I need to work on the frequency and not be as eccentric with my content output. But it also made me think too that I need to start kind of trimming the fat, if you speak, if you will. And maybe it's like I actually thought about. I was telling Doc about this. Maybe I should just like completely pivot my niche and stop talking about polymathy as much and just do something completely different. Because I think that like my skills are not being fully utilized, or at least they hadn't been as much with the niches that I've been choosing. Even the PIOS, the knowledge management that I think I get the most attention on, I'm still not growing enough. But I think that also could just be I'm not making enough SEO content that's helping. But I was thinking like if I just stop PolyInnovator for a while and focus on the gaming channel and use the skills that I've learned to just blow up on there and let that audience follow me to my other channels, like even PolyTools, and I know that's going to be a great platform for me, and I think that it could grow almost as fast as the gaming channel. I just don't know. Like I was like, maybe I should just shift focus and just focus on something that's going to make me grow really fast because I just need to get that progress.
So, have you decided on something yet, or still thinking about it?
I still have that kind of polymathic urge where it's like I want to do all of it. Like I want to do all three still, and I think that the gaming needs to be put back for a little bit still. PolyTools and PolyInnovator taking the main focus, but that's why I wanted to do the the content blitz. Just burn through what the PolyInnovator backstores that's been bugging me, and then start working on Poly Tools more. Focus on that this year while PolyInnovator is kind of on autopilot. Like I said, I want to do the whole Polymath newsletter a year ahead, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then that way I can have content still going out every week. And if I want to make a blog post once a week or whatever, I still can. But I can focus on the Poly tools, reviewing tools, growing on there, doing more creator interviews. Even the Polycast, once the season's over, I'm taking a break from it. And so that was kind of the end result. It's like, okay, pausing some of my endeavors or stopping them even, like the social blogs, for example, and just focusing on things that are going to be more money centric for a while.
Okay. Good times. Good times.
There's another one. Thank you, Doc.
I do what I can. Thank you.